Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 9 now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Palmer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And running with power here. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Here's Williams. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions, go!
Looking to throw is Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To the air, Williams. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw, Williams. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Throwing is Williams.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Bucs at 9-2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, it's Williams. Powers through, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
2nd and 14. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Williams again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
70. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Palmer. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Brandon Ayuk
from 19 yards away.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Here's Williams throwing to start the drive.
This one swung out to Williams.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Ready? Check go.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
It's caught inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Viking 18. Go.
Back to throw. Williams. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
On the ready. 19, Fighting Warriors 70. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Back to throw. Williams eluding the pressure right. And he'll He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
That's out wide for Palmer.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Nico Collins
from 21 yards away.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Danny Gray
from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Buccaneers 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Looking to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Past the 20.
He's got the first down and then some.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Now they'll audible to something else. He'll go right back to Andrews.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mark Andrews with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass complete. Thomas.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's first and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up now on second down.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
They'll look to throw.
And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
Check. Mustang 19. Hut.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. and not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.